Hello everyone, I'm Casey and I'm going to be showing you a tutorial of how to do acrylic nails. Now mind you, I'm not a professional at all. This is actually only my third time doing it on myself. It's really just a hobby and something I like to do. It's really easy actually. I mean, obviously I could go to school for it and I could perfect it. But first you pick the tips that match your fingertips. These right here for me. And then you pour some of your acrylic liquid into a little bowl or container, which I have here. Okay. You'll use your brush here to dip in the liquid, and then I'll demonstrate for you, but dip here, and put it onto the nail. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, so let me backtrack and apply the tips. Sorry, actually, backtrack again. I need to buff my fingernails. I did this slightly before the video is why I forgot. You just buff them, you know, get them ready for the acrylic. You could push your cuticles back and trim them and do all of that. Mine are pretty well maintained already as far as that goes. So you basically just do that. And then you get your glue here. And you put it at the tip of your nail. Okay. Press for about 30 seconds or whatnot. You do want to make sure that they're not crooked, so when you sculpt the nail, it's easier. Actually messed that one up, so we're gonna have to fix that. Oops. See, that's the gluing on of the tips. You see I just put them right at the tip or whatever. They're pretty much dry already, like it's quick dry, speed dry. Now you just proceed with the other hand. Do the same exact thing. Hold it on there long enough for it to dry. It's a pretty quick process, this part at least. Again, I'm not professional or anything. It's just a hobby of mine. And I get better each time I do it, actually. It's definitely a way to pass the time and something fun and cutesy while saving money. Honestly, I've never tried it on anyone else, but I'm assuming the process would be a little bit easier because I'm, dominant with my right hand as far as that goes. I've always been interested in acrylics and makeup and beauty stuff, honestly. I just like being creative, really. Like, subscribe, follow if you like my videos, if you want to see more, if you have any tips for me, comment below. Okay. So I like my nails pretty long, actually like almost this size. So I'll trim them a little bit maybe, but after they, are glued on there, I just file them down. File the little tips down. Okay. And then this is where you go in with the acrylic powder. And this is a vital part. You definitely don't want to like double dip on your brush. So you just put this right here. And here's your acrylic powder. That's what I use for acrylic powder. This is again what the liquid acrylic looks like, which is what's in here. All right. So what I'm gonna do is dip the brush into the liquid, and then I am going to dip it in here until it forms like a small ball. You see? And then I'm going to go and put it on the nail and just sculpt it. And And you continue that process a few times. Make sure you don't get any excess, like extra anywhere. Again, I'm not a professional by far. I'm teaching myself really. So, you know, just kind of repeat that process until you're comfortable with it, I guess. Again, not a professional here. And you go downwards, downwards. Now it's pretty easy. Like I said again, I'm not a professional by far. And I'm sure a lot of people, if anybody sees this video, will shame me or tell me I'm doing it completely wrong. But the few times that I've done it this way, I had no complaints and they were really cute. So I was happy with them and that's all that really mattered to me. I mean, obviously I could go to school for it or, you know, learn it better. But pretty much teaching myself here and pretty proud, to be honest. So you just really repeat that process, you know, to all of the nails. Make sure that you get the excess off because it will dry and become a disaster. So you really want to make sure that you're making it thick enough so it's like not flimsy and won't fall off right away, you know. You can always shave it down with the buffer afterwards if it's a little bit too thick or whatever, but make sure that you're making it thick enough. You don't want to have to try to go back over it after it's dry. That tends to mess things up. Also, again, it's really vital that you keep your brush clean. I might not even be doing it in the correct order here, but you just don't want to get your brush all clogged up, you know. All right, let's keep on going, keep on trucking here. You can even dip the brush in the acrylic powder a few times after you wet it, and it will work. Oh, and if you're wondering, I just bought the kit at Walmart. It's really simple, cheap, easy kit with instructions as well. You don't want to get the buildup on here. It will totally ruin the brush. That's what happened my first time. I didn't really know. Now, as far as letting them dry, you could just let them dry on their own. Or you can get a little UV lamp, which I have over here that I will put in the screen in a minute. Just as I do the nails drying. I just want to get them all done now. Mind you, this is pretty rushed. Not that I'm doing it on purpose or anything. This is how I've done it. And again, it worked for me, and I'm not a professional, so this is just the way I know how to do it. Again, if you have any comments or tips or anything that would go good for me or help me out here, learn a little bit better, that would be fantastic. Greatly appreciated as well. Build this better. And again, if it's like a little touchy, you can like patch it up. But you want to make sure you have enough acrylic, that you're not just, like making it way too thin where it's just really the nail and glue. All right, so that's the finished product as of right now for that hand. Now, you don't have to do this. Honestly, this is for another kit thing that I have. But it works all the same. So I'll just put my little nails under there for a while and let them dry. You just sit and wait. Again, you could just let them dry naturally. I just bought this for a different type of kit thing that I was interested in, and I just use this to help me dry it quicker a little bit or whatever. All right, so now I'll go ahead and do my thumb. Same amount of times, obviously. And I'll just repeat this process until they're dry, or I'll let them dry themselves or whatever. Now I'm just going to continue this process over and over until they're completely dry.